Welcome, brothers and sisters. You know who we are. If you've been following us, we've been here. We want to talk about what you want to talk about. Keep up with us. Like us, subscribe, everything that we're doing. We're about diaspora. We're about you. Hope you come along this journey with us. And to get it started, you know who I am. I'm Patrick.
I'm Tasha.
I'm Terry.
Peace and blessings. It's your boy Garrett. It's all about the melanin, y'all.
Okay, here we go. So today we're talking about something going on outside of the black community, something that's happening globally, governmentally, politically, and business-wise, that the black community is not even paying attention to. And you've heard the name. You heard what's been going on. It's about cryptocurrency. It's about all this things going on. And I know you probably don't care or give a fuck about it and there ain't nothing here, but I need to let you know, my black people, we're missing out. It's another one of those things where we're not paying attention to, and in 10, 15, 20 years, we're going to say, well, how comes you don't hire black people in Bitcoin companies, and how comes you didn't take us in there? Because it's going on right now. These whites and these Asians and all these other races are getting on this, and we're the ones not paying attention. We're distracted by a whole lot of other bullshit. We're missing out on an economic revolution that could see a lot of us be billionaires. A lot of us compete with the whole thing going on. And to highlight this, we have a sister that's a trailblazer in this whole category, trying to bring it to the black community. Her name is Tavonia Evans. Tavonia Evans is the founder of Guapcoin. Guapcoin is trying to compete with Bitcoin. Everybody know Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is just one subsidiary and the most popular one of all the coins created. There's many coins, but where's the black coin? Well, this is what Tavonia is trying to address, and she called it Guapcoin, a platform built to support the black ecosystem. Now, some highlights, some more who she is. She's a technology veteran with nearly 20 years of experience in development, design, business intelligence, and data, and marketing. Brilliant woman. You gotta love the black woman. She's a certified Bitcoin professional, a cryptocurrency evangelist. Think about that. If y'all like them spiritual in church, a cryptocurrency evangelist. She is the mother of 8 wonderful children, 8, and an avid investor in women-owned, black-owned businesses. So if y'all ain't doing nothing, y'all could get up off y'all rump and do something, because this woman is trying to change the game for black people. She's trying to highlight black economics and bring it in a different way that we should be paying attention to. And I bring it up because it's not just about Tavonia. Tavonia is trying to address a problem that we seem to don't understand, which is that the black community economically, we seem to be behind. We're behind, and we know that when we look at the statistics, but a lot of times we're behind because we're not paying attention to what's happening right now. What's the movement? Where's the character, or where's the position we need to be in order to take advantage, outside of all these other races, or be in the midst of what's happening? This is a revolution going on. This is a revolution going on. We need to be a part of it. We need to hone down on it, be better than it, then be better than all these ones going on of it. Why don't we do that? And here, just black women trying to highlight to us, and we're not, doing anything like that. So cryptocurrency, if I want to, okay, let me just educate small, and I'm gonna pass the baton. A small chain, you need to know what cryptocurrency is. It's created from a blockchain. Blockchain is the technology that you get crypto coins from. This creates cryptocurrency, and you have whole countries adopting this. China adopting this. The National Treasury is adopting this. The IRS is adopting Bitcoins. The government. We have Walmart. You have Google. You have Facebook. It's happening all across the world. The big agencies are doing it, and we're the only ones not paying attention. The black community is not paying attention, and we're going to get left behind. So this is something we have to talk about. If we're really trying to solve our problem, then we have to take advantage of everything that's going on right now, and this is one of the things we're not doing. So, what y'all think? We brought this, what about, however you want to take it, Vanya tell this strong black woman, or even this thing we're missing out on. Oh, if you have some knowledge of blockchain and cryptocurrency, what do y'all think?
Okay. This is what I think about this whole, I don't really know too much about blockchain and Bitcoin, right? Mm-hmm. But based on what Tavonia Evans is trying to do, and based on the Guapcoin, the reason why I like it is because it basically kind of put, how black people or African Americans vote in a block? Well, now something like this puts our spending in a block.
Yeah.
Which a lot of times we said that's the most important part.
Yeah.
You know, the voting is cool, you know, but you really sort of like say your voice with your spending. Yeah. And something like this, right? If we did have a Bitcoin or something like that, but in sort of like a spending where you have a black, like how you were saying, a black a blockchain, or not the blockchain, because all the Bitcoin is based off of the blockchain.
Exactly.
So if you had like a
black version of Bitcoin,
like the guap coin, like she's trying to start, right? If you had one that is, you know, basically showing like the black spending power, you could leverage that. You could leverage that. So like, say something that's going on right now with like Black Lives Matter, you could say, okay, right, this is what guap coins support, and we're not supporting this. We're not supporting Nike because that supports the NBA or the NFL, and you know, I'm not necessarily those companies because we still support, you know, the NBA. But what I'm saying is, you know, you can leverage that into whatever movement that you're trying to.
Now it's based on something tangible, a spending.
Yes, just like how you can leverage your vote. Now this is another thing that you can
leverage.
And so that's what I'm saying. You can have a voice in that way, and I would say this is more powerful than your vote.
I totally agree, because where you spend your money is like a vote, isn't it? Where you spend your money is like a vote. Everybody buying this, we're saying we're voting on. We like this thing,
right? Because I could see how they always say black people is careless with their money, with their spendings. We don't have a lot of property and this and that because we're careless with our money, and we do a lot of spending and we don't have a lot of profit behind it. But with the guap coin, if we show our profit behind it, with the guap coin, we could show what we spent. And if we do that, you know, they could see it with the guap coin. So I could see where she's coming with this. And it's like, hey, you know, put your interest in this guap coin when it comes into light. And if we don't see something that we like, and these people, you know, the higher people, however, comes to say, and we don't see something that we like, and we're like, you know what, we're not going to spend that. And we don't like that. And because we have this guap coin, we're like, okay, no, we're not going to do that. Because since they say that, you know, the black people, because they know we do a lot of spending, we don't have to buy that. Because they know that we do a lot of spending, we don't have to spend our money.
It'll be ours.
Right, because it will be ours.
And talking about this black woman trying to make this happen. Of course.
So then now, once we do a lot of this spending and we have the guap coin to back us up behind that, they will know we have the more of the control with the guap coin, because that guap coin will back us up.
And you know what else is? You brought up a good point, because you know we make things popular.
Of course.
We trend a lot of stuff. Black people are popular.
We trend
and
the jewelry, the fashion, everything around here. Because when we have multiple conversations, back when it comes to the hair,
and let me say that and go into that, because
we do the trends.
Really, a lot of the Bitcoins that are created, I'll say Bitcoin, a lot of the cryptocurrencies that's created, you know, really for it to get to a certain height, it gets in popularity. We say Bitcoin, but Bitcoin is really one of the first coins that was created from the blockchain. It's one of the first that we say that, because it's just like what we say, just like we say Nike, you know what I'm saying? But it's the most popular shoe. Bitcoin would be the most popular thing. Like we say Coca-Cola, they're the first to get to the market. So that's why we know it like that. But it's just one. There's like hundreds of different coins were created. Ethereum is probably number 2. People don't know about that, but that's number 2, and they're doing a lot of good things too. But yes, to bust it down too, you know, black people, but we can make things popular. I mean, if you start having rappers putting guap coin in their whole songs and putting it on a shirt or whatever, you know what I'm saying? We can make things popular. It'd be more popular than a Bitcoin. And it's definitely addressing those things.
We are trendy people.
You know? And it's something we will control too, because it comes from this woman. She started it, and you can't take that. With this, the way the technology works, you can't take it away from her, because she started the blockchain. That's what the technology is. Wherever it starts, it goes right back to that. And you can't erase that.
Well, you know, the idea of what I like, what she talks about is, you know, we, again, like we said before, you know, my sister pointed this out earlier. My sister Terry, she pointed out earlier, and it's like, it's just another weapon, you know. as we go forward on the show, I'm going to talk about, the 9 kind of facets of life that we have to go through. There's like 9 areas that we talk about, that we all have to be focused on in our communities. And part of one of the 9 is economics. So we have to keep Black people, and like you say, it's a weapon. So that's another tool we can use in our trade to try to, where you call us the swing or the block vote, where one way we can control our destiny going forward. And economics is definitely one of them. So if you can get, any of us focused on the idea of where we could spend our money, that'll definitely keep the black dollar going and keep the black dollar, what will kind of give the strength to the black dollar, keep the, and in circulation, then yes. That I'm definitely all for that, because this is where our mind needs to go. You definitely need to be thinking about these kind of areas too, because again, like I said, we need as much weapons in our artillery. Yeah, much more weapons in artillery, and this is definitely
to solve our problem. Absolutely right.
It goes sometimes beyond of what we can really do physically. So again, I know a lot of people always think that action has to be now, where we got to go out, we got to go march.
And
but a lot of it is, like she said, we talked about spending power. So let's just think, we got to just kind of start thinking that it sometimes it's not just physical. You know what I'm saying? Our money in a sense is physical, but again, it's the thought of we have to understand of where we are putting our money. Because it's so important.
And I want to also say too, we can also entertain the idea of thinking beyond that, right? If we're supposed to have, like, say, like an African central bank, or like a African,
good point.
Like a stock exchange or something like that, this would be a good thing to have to establish something like that, like a central spending power. So then if you want to say, we want to invest in Sierra Leone, or invest in not Rwanda,
Zimbabwe, or
Congo, or something
Congo,
like that,
Ghana,
or invest in a certain type of revolution, which is exactly what America does. America invests in certain revolution that will sway that government in their power. So think about supporting a government that will sway Africa in your power, like say even South Africa, you sway a certain way to where, say, Africans get their land back, right? And throughout other African countries, right? What I'm saying is this is so powerful, and we're not seeing like the picture beyond what it could be. We see what it is right now, but it could be so much more.
It could be so much more. It could be so much more, and the only thing holding us back is its popularity. That's the only thing working about, because a lot of these stuff, they can start a blockchain, say just has to get popular in the minds of, of everybody. You have Akon starting a whole billions of dollar new city in Africa, and he claims that a lot of it's going to be run on cryptocurrency and different things like that, We have to pay attention to these things. And I see a lot of people, you probably tune in and don't even want to pay attention to it right now, and it's the way it is. But we have to take this seriously, people. Here's one thing, and I'll leave with this. Part of our problem as a people, in order to find a solution to what we need, not only here in America but globally, is that we're unwilling to take risks. And some of us might hear about this cryptocurrency and just overlook it, and it seems like it's too risky. We're taking a risk of something nuanced, but it's not. If we don't take a risk as something is order our problem outside of normal what we're being trying to do, then we'll never solve our problem. We can't keep doing the same thing over and over, and all we got to rely on is to vote for these politicians or whoever's out here to solve our problem, and we never get what we want. It leaves us frustrated. So here's an opportunity. Here's something different that hits at the economic paradigm that we can use in order to solve our problem, and we have to take it into account. We have to give a serious thought in order to do it. Why not? What do we have to lose? What do we have to lose? What do we have to lose? You know what I'm saying? Here's this black woman, and they see the importance of it. And I implore you, I implore everybody who is hearing this to do your research. Read about what Tavonia Evans is doing. There's another brother, I don't know his name, I don't know what's his name, but if you do research, you come across a brother, he's in it too, And I don't want any of us out there to say later that, when you start seeing these blockchain white and Asian billionaires 10, 15, 20, 30 years from now, and they're saying, how come there's no billionaire cryptocurrency black people? Well, this was the time to do it. This was the time that you get in the game and do it right now. and then you start to see these billionaires coming from it. Hell, shit. Drug dealers are using cryptocurrency. Think about that.
Man.
Drug dealers they're using cryptocurrency to transfer and hide their money. So how does that make you think? If the IRS is using cryptocurrency, governments, Walmart, Google, if all these companies use and everything using cryptocurrency, drug dealers are using it, then you know it's real. Think about that.
Yeah, that should be an eye opener for.
That should be a definite eye opener. It was famous just this week. This is September 6th of 2020, and just yesterday, 2 or 3 days ago.
Today?
Today's the 6th.
Today's the 6th, yeah.
Yeah, 2020. Just 2 or 3 days ago, you saw that somebody, a Bitcoin whale, they're calling them, just transferred about $3 billion in one transaction. You can't do that regularly. Not even with the banks or something. With Bitcoin, it's so stable that you could transfer billions of dollars in one transaction. Here's $3 billion.
Was he white?
It's discreet. You don't know. It's Bitcoin so discreet. You don't have to know who's sending it. It's just sent and it's legit.
He must be white.
Well, it could be Asians. Asians are all over this stuff. It could be Asian. It could be Spanish.
If it was a black man, they would have investigated that shit.
Well. We don't. If we take advantage of the technology, we don't know that. We could use this and don't even know that we could be discreet and do some things for ourselves. We don't know. We're not taking advantage. No. If we totally understand, now I'm not a Bitcoin or a cryptocurrency evangelist. I don't know it fully like that. I mean, I'm just presenting to people out here. But tool. How do we know it's a tool? So how do we know we can use a tool in our favor if we don't try? We can be discreet with it and hide and do some black shit.
Yeah.
But how do we know that? We're gonna wait till they do have some way to govern it, and now we coming in late and we can't do shit about it. Hey, get your black ass over there.
Yeah, so many restrictions blocked.
Now, they're going. Yeah. Now's the time.
You only can have so much.
Exactly.
Yeah. They put so much blocks.
We're gonna buy government White House Bitcoins and wonder why they found us out, nigga. You bought White House cryptocurrency. But anyways, this week going on this and stuff like that, and the PM Hour, we're going, send some comments, subscribe to us and all the find us on social media. We are largely working off of Anchor. We distribute to just about all the podcast platforms, and this is what we're doing, Leave the comments. We like it. We'll get back to you, So this is it, the PM Hour. We'll talk.
Yeah.